Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mutants and Masterminds, the Streetside Supers. Tonight, we'll begin the Arkham City arc in earnest. Last time, there were a lot of things that were kind of up in the air about Arkham City and kind of how the heroes will tackle it. But we're super excited to bring you the first part in what will be many parts of the heroes just kind of making their way through Arkham City and saving it, hopefully. Yeah, we're gonna go over to our heroes and let them say hello. Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Hello.
How are we all this evening?
I'm here.
We are here.
Fantastic. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself. And first, my name is ThePaladinBelle. I am the dungeon mistress of all of these wonderful campaigns. And tonight, I will be playing the narrator. That is the official title given in the Monsters and Mutants and Masterminds handbook. My brain is scrambled, but yeah, I am the narrator this evening. I will be playing literally every NPC, and also playing with us this evening is Iris. Iris uses she/her pronouns, and will be playing Alana Scott. Say hello, Iris.
Hey.
Fantastic. And to introduce yourselves first, let's go with Lynx.
Oh, hello. I'm Lynx. You can call me Lynx.
Yeah.
My username is Quarklynx. You can find me wherever you socialize your medias. I'm cool with any pronouns. And tonight I'll be playing Streamline, who uses they them pronouns and is a sneaky little shadow swimmer sneaky person.
Also, recently found out that they're an Atlantean.
Ha ha ha! Yeah.
Up next, Jess, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi, my name is Jester Void. You can call me either or. Get by he, him, or it, its pronouns. You can find me on Twitch at Beckoning Void. I stream on occasion. Tonight I am playing Golden, who is a mime. A little mime-based sort of hero. And it's here for a good time. Smiles. Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Goes by she, her. It does have a blog on Tumblr, but I don't use it for much right now.
Fantastic.
That's it.
All right. Huffy, you are next.
I am Miss Huffy. I'll be playing Makeshift, the monkey person today. We both use she/her pronouns. You can find me at twitch.tv/Miss Huffy.
And patreon.com/Miss Huffy.
True.
And finally, Venny, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hello, my name is Venezuela. I go by she, her, and they, her pronouns. Tonight I'll be playing as Enid, who was introduced last session. She goes by she, her pronouns, and is a plumber and definitely nothing else.
Definitely not nothing else. And then later this evening, we will also be joined by Resident Scarecrow, aka the Rat Man. He is playing Johan Darrows. Both go by he, him pronouns. And yeah, he has lots of rats, and we love them rats.
He comes in, he throws rats all over the ring.
He does. He throws rats all over the ring. And who would like to do this evening's recap for a hero point?
Wow, I wonder who.
Oh, you spoke first. Do you want to do
No,
it?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. I'll give you my lunch money if you do the recap.
Oh, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Your $2?
Okay. All right. No, fine. I'll take my $2 somewhere else then.
Oh, no. I'll buy a whole gumball with it. Thank you.
Christ. Hi, bestie.
Hi.
High five.
Cool. All right. I am reviewing my notes real quick.
There And there is no what happened in Gotham this week. So which is fine.
All right, cool. I guess I'm doing the recap. Alas.
Alas, who could have seen this coming?
Right?
Oh, man.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
All right. So how do you want me to do? How shall I just get into it?
So here's what we'll do. You can just so normally we do the recaps in character. However, you could just take the position of a narrator, because typically the narration is done by a reporter at the Gotham Gazette. So you could just make up a reporter name, because that's what that.
Okay, dokie. Random name generator.
I just and I'm just imagining in that scenario, it's two reporters going, "No, I don't want to do it today. I'm calling up sick. You do it for
Good
me."
evening, Gotham. Tonight you're hearing from me, Anna Justine, live from Bloodhaven. No, from Gotham, actually.
Yep.
We're on the scene of Arkham City, new development downtown.
It would be in Old Gotham is actually where it is, where Arkham City is.
A new development in Old Downtown. Where we have just seen entering the facility an assembly of interesting characters. Let's see. There was an individual in plumber uniform, a person surrounded by rats in a gas mask.
So most of the street side supers are well known to Gotham, so they know their hero names. However,
Very well.
the new ones they would not know.
Okay. And they were accompanied by the street side supers.
There you go. Fantastic.
There we go. Okay, awesome. Specifically, we saw a member of the street side supers entering the facility by climbing the walls, much to the chagrin of Officer Gordon.
Commissioner James Gordon. I'll get you one day, makeshift. Shakes fist at clouds.
It was extraordinarily entertaining to all who observed, according to eyewitnesses.
It's me. I am eyewitnesses.
There are also rumored sightings of the new Superman. However, none are confirmed, so we cannot legally say anything towards that. There are also reports from insiders that we have contact with that there's an individual called Firefly who is being pursued by a villain I'm now just being told is called Pink X. There's a lot of problems in Gotham. Good evening.
Yep.
There's so many problems.
Thank you.
Good
for
evening. We've got problems.
Thank you for that special report. This is Vicky Vale signing off for the Gotham Gazette. Keep safe out there, folks. And for those of you still stuck in Old Gotham and in Arkham City now, hopefully with the emergence of the street side supers inside the now dubbed Arkham City project by Mayor Quincy Sharp, you will be safe now that there are heroes there to keep you that way. If you can make it to the gates, please try as best you can. But for those of you that cannot, we out here, outside of the city gates, will pray for you. Good night, Old Gotham, and hello, New Gotham. And then the TV cuts. So we pan in on a small safe house. Your safe house in particular is not accessible to you as of right now, because the Belfry is currently being invaded. It's kind of been locked down. That's where Barbara Gordon is. You know that that's an objective. But right now, you're in Garfield Lynn's safe house, and they have kind of set up couches and things for you all to be able to kind of set up on. And it is the morning after everything. You guys kind of infiltrated the city itself, because you infiltrated rather early in the night. I would assume you would want to kind of survey the scene before acting. And you can get a good eye of the city from Garfield Lynn's like 20th story apartment in a rundown apartment building, rather than
hell yeah.
from the street street view. We pan in on the morning before, Gotham City is almost perpetual night all the time. So the daytime is like overcast and like pouring rain. The street lights are still on, clouds overhead. What is everybody doing in the actual like physical apartment that they're in? Hey, Johan, before we do that, Johan Darrows. Hello, Crow. So, here is my question for you. You know Firefly. How long has Johan known Firefly, is the question.
They have met on opposite sides of the hero-villain gig economy a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
However, they didn't get to know each other until
Possibly after Firefly's stint in Blackgate.
probably.
Okay, so you met Firefly after, like, actually met Firefly after a series of events in their life that led them to be a better person. They have not really been a super villain for a very long time. It's been about 10 years since the last time they did anything super villain-y. And the last time they were cited in their gear, they were actually helping to contain a building fire in downtown Gotham. Having developed basically fire extinguishers on the underside of the arm and flamethrowers on the other overside of the arm of their suit. So you've been in this apartment before. But yeah, it's early morning. You guys can smell, food cooking, coffee brewing, the sounds of it's still Arkham City. The sounds of like screeching tires and gunfire are kind of constant.
Mm-hmm.
And but you see, you wake up to a very large breakfast that has been made. There's, pre-made waffles with like chocolate chips in them. There's, standard American breakfast.
Fuck yeah.
Waffles.
Waffles.
But yeah,
Delicious.
what are you guys doing? And who do you think gets up first?
I think Golden's up early only because I imagine her like getting like her morning routine is like those like in media there's those like girls who have like ridiculously long morning routines.
It's not just in media, but yes, go on. I'm
Yeah.
one of those.
Well, not just well, that was just like the way that I thought too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Listen, I gotta put on my moisturizer and put my face on before I can be seen by the public.
yeah. That's I mean also when you wear face paint, you have to make sure that face is clean and not a mess. So probably spending like a good 30 minutes looking presentable enough to go out into
That makeup is gonna take at least an hour.
Yep.
It's not putting it on yet. I want to eat
Good.
I want to eat barefaced before I put makeup on.
Fantastic.
Valid.
You wake up to a text message.
Okay.
On your phone, it just says "Mom" at the top of it.
Okay.
And the text is, "Where are you staying in the city?"
I would give the address of like or like the general locale of where I am. 'Cause, like, the question was, where at in the city are you? And like, we'll give the general area.
So you're right by the gates.
Yeah.
Firefly kind of lives in an apartment building that kind of looks over the wall, but you like it's probably the building Kami landed on when climbing in.
Yeah. So the text is just by the gates. Can't miss it.
So the actual name of the apartment complex is the Harbor View Suites, because right
Yeah.
outside the wall is the harbor. So you get a text back. Oh, you're in Victoria's territory. Watch out. Do not under any circumstance engage with Victoria Freeze.
Okay. It says okay! Exclamation mark! Thumbs up! Sparkle emoji! Sparkle emoji!
Okay, wonderful.
And then Pouch like gets handful of waffles. Sorry for picking
Handful
up
of
dogs in the background.
waffles.
Yeah, handful of waffle.
Fistfuls of waffle.
Hell yeah.
Firefly
yeah,
will
that's
kind of gesture
Yeah.
to the plate of fruit. You can add any of these as you want. They're you can add any of these that you want. They're larger fruits, but I like to eat mine in like large chunks with whipped cream on top. Syrup's in the cabinet.
Thank you. And she will in fact do that.
Okay. Who's next, do we think, for waking up this morning?
I want to say that Enid is fairly early to waking up.
Okay.
Mostly to check up on, in general, who is around, maybe check who is human around, see if there's anything possibly around.
Okay, so checking around, if you're using any of your plumber's equipment, there is a very powerful alien close, but it's not your target.
Hmm.
It is a
That-
Martian, however.
Okay. Can I see this Martian?
So if you're using your plumber's equipment and you are using
Or whatever is pinging.
if you're using your plumber's equipment and you're looking via satellite view, flying very high above the city is Martian fucking Manhunter.
Okay. I am going to... Actually, let me check if it has a specific range. To see if I can telepathically talk with...
Martian Manhunter can hear your thoughts no matter where you are.
Okay, that makes sense easy.
Yeah, he is the most powerful telepath on the planet. Well, actually, in the galaxy.
In that case, she is just going to ask in her mind, you also looking for the other Martian?
No, not at the moment. Looking for a specific telepath.
A specific who?
Hold on, let me get the name. Dr. Psycho is the name of this particular telepathic villain. Dr. Psycho is a well-known Wonder Woman villain. He is a tiny little asshole that only stands about 4 foot. And his head is enlarged because of the size of his brain.
Six-head
Back.
guy?
Yes, that would be him.
I'll keep an eye out. If I see him, I'll let you know.
Thank you. I'm currently scanning the thoughts of every inhabitant of this city.
Boobs, boobs, boobs,
Yeah.
boobs, boobs.
Someone in your direct vicinity is trying to keep me out of their head. It's very distracting.
Are you sure it's not my subconscious?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay, good to know.
I believe it's Kami Sapien. This happens anytime she's around.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a built-in neuropath so that they don't get detected by telepaths. Rather annoying. Kami, you get a telltale flash of Martian Manhunter's face in your direct vision, so you know who it is. Yeah,
Martian Manhunter's here.
Not in the apartment. He's way above the apartment currently.
Okay.
He is again. He's the most powerful telepath on the planet. He can contact literally anyone from any place on the planet.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Kami, you know now which telepath you are particularly being detected by. He's just like, stop it! I'm trying to do a thing. I'm not even reading your mind. I'm just trying to figure out who's in the city.
I'm not even reading your mind. Your thoughts are just so loud you can't stop thinking about boobs.
Yeah, exactly. Stop it. It's distracting. And it's Martian Manhunter kind of going, just while I'm in the city. Who do we think is next after Enid?
Probably Johan.
Okay. Johan, what are you doing this morning?
He slept in his gear, so he's attending to his rats.
Okay, yeah. You notice there are a few new rats amongst your company of rats. These are old Gotham rats, so they're large rats. You get the New York-sized rats.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you're getting like almost possum-sized rats.
Steals the whole pizza, rats.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he picks one up and he holds it like a baby, just... Oh, you're gonna end up causing so much trouble for everyone else, ain't you, little buddy?
It squeaks to the affirmative, and you see Garfield kind of come over and go, "Yeah, those are my pet rats. I figured you could use a few."
Trust me, I absolutely am. Especially with how, you said that, was it Bullock who had you gear, or was it Flask and Bullock?
Flask and Bullock are currently working for the Penguin. Penguin sent some goons to Firehouse 201. They're the ones holding my gear currently.
Hey, I got an odd request for you.
What's up, Johan? You know I'd do anything for you.
I need to borrow a pair of shoelaces.
Okay, why? And they start unlacing their boots.
I plan on strangling both Flask and Bullock.
I mean, I was just gonna set them on fire once I got my stuff back.
No. I want them to look me in the eyes.
Okay, yeah, no. There's actual garrote wire in my closet, if you prefer that.
I would love.
Yeah, and Garfield would provide you with garrote wire.
How many friends named Garfield does Johan have?
Just 2 currently. Which is, and Beast Boy's not a friend. It's more,
Witness protection.
not just that. You're also like a mentor to all of the Titans, because you're an old man.
He is an old man. He recognizes he's an old man.
You helped train. You helped train Nightwing. That's how old you are. You knew Nightwing back when Nightwing was just Sparrow.
Johan, old enough to recognize the current adult heroes when they were just sidekicks.
Exactly. Sometimes accidentally slips into calling Arsenal Speedy, and it really pisses Arsenal off.
Aww. But we love Speedy in this house.
We do, but Arsenal doesn't like being called Speedy. Arsenal is Arsenal, and then other Roy Harper, like the real one, or the clone one, is Red Arrow now, not Speedy.
There's no more Speedy.
No, there is a Speedy. It's Emiko Queen.
What?
Yeah, Emiko Queen is the daughter of Shadow, who is another character from Olivia's past, and Olivia Queen.
Green Arrow has so many sidekicks.
Yeah, Green Arrow has so for sidekicks, Green Arrow had Arrowette, who is another one of the ones he adopted. I can't remember her name right off the top of my head. Speedy, who was the first Speedy, who was Roy Harper. Roy gets kidnapped and his arm cut off, and then they clone him through the arm. And then he gets a robotic arm, and becomes Arsenal, and then the other Speedy becomes Red Arrow, and then there's the new Speedy who is Emiko Queen.
There's also Huntress.
Huntress is not a sidekick. Huntress.
She's not?
No, she's not. Huntress is not. So it depends on the Huntress, first and foremost. Because there are two of them.
It's all complicated.
Huntress number 1 is Helena Bertinelli. She was a villain anti-hero who worked with the Green Arrow, but wasn't a sidekick, per se. Kind of like Black Canary did. And then...
Oh, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm not thinking of Huntress, I don't think. Artemis. Who's Artemis?
So Artemis is the daughter of a supervillain named Tigress. She is also the daughter of Sportsmaster, and in this universe, she never became Artemis. She took on the name Tigress after her mother, because she and Cheshire are sisters.
And that's because there's another Artemis, right?
Yes, it's Artemis of Bangladesh, or however the fuck you say that, who is an Amazon.
This is a humongous tangent we've gone on. I'm so sorry.
No. It's actually really good to explain the world building to the audience. So essentially, which I will do a video that is the world building and sidekick trees, eventually, that kind of connects to this. And then there was and then there's Helena Wayne, who is a second Huntress, who is the daughter of Thomas Wayne, sister to Bruce Wayne, who is the current Huntress, because Helena Bertinelli is dead. Died in the line of duty while helping the Justice Society.
Rest in pieces.
Yep. But yeah. So essentially, that's kind of that lineage as far as that goes. So Johan, Garfield kind of gives you your food. The other thing that you would probably be able to remember is that when Garfield kind of went nuts, had their psychological break, it was due to Flass and Bullock. So them having Garfield's stuff is dangerous to have Garfield near Flass and Bullock specifically. The Penguin's goons probably not as bad off, but definitely not a great idea to have Firefly around Flass and Bullock.
Hey, Gar. Quick, kind of selfish request.
What's up?
When we all go grab your shit from Flask and Bullock,
I mean, it's more than likely that they're not going to be there. They usually hang around the iceberg.
Still, it's... Call me more paranoid than the bat.
Is that
I'd
possible?
rather not. Trust me. Trust me. I got rats all over Bloodhaven, and now in Gotham. I seen some shit now.
That's totally fair. I understand. You want me to stay away then?
Only for a little bit. Think of it like this. I honestly started running a hotel, a nice little condo setup. You know, stuff was going good. I leave. I make it so there's only like 2 people there, and to take care of the whole building.
That was dumb.
Yeah, some bitch blew up the entire fucking thing.
So Ratman, after you had kind of reviewed the footage, Flaccid Bullock helped blow up the building.
And I want you to also know that there are 3 names near the top of that shit list. Flass and Bullock, they're right up there.
There are 2 of those 3 names. The other one is Talia al Ghul.
So, while help would be appreciated, I want to make sure that wherever it is where me and my crew here are staying actually stays intact. So I need someone I can trust, making sure that it doesn't get blown half to hell.
Well, yeah, if we can take back 201, we could probably use that as a base of operations. At least for the time being. I know the bats probably set you up with something.
They might have, honestly. I won't lie. I kind of glossed over everything that the bats said was happening. I mostly focused on the fact that, hey, there's people I trusted. There's people unaffiliated getting caught in the line of fire here. I am going to get a couple key people out, make sure a couple key people are safe, make sure a couple key people are dead.
Yeah, sounds like you.
Yeah.
So I do have some info for you.
I am all ears.
So they're moving Sophie.
Where to?
So you know the old Arkham facility is in. That's why they called this Arkham City. The island is right off the shore. They're moving her to Arkham City. Apparently, the old the kooky one, the Joker, is currently in charge of the asylum. She heard, according to word on the street. I got this from Jervis, so you can't really take this at its word. As far as I don't trust Tetch as far as I can throw him, but Martha heard that Sophie was in the care of Black Mask. Went in there as she does, put a gun in Mask's mouth, and then said, "You're moving her to Arkham for me." It didn't give him a choice, just said it was happening. So she is being moved tomorrow night.
So that puts a little bit of a timer on things here.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could get my stuff back tonight, right? And then tomorrow I could help you with the breakout in transit.
If you do that, I'd owe you a lot more than I already do. And I'm willing to take that debt.
All right.
I was muted. Where is this conversation happening, by the
in
way?
in the kitchen, like where everybody
Yeah.
can hear it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Good to know. I had something I was gonna add, and I lost it. So
Okay.
it's just
Felt
Golden
bad.
nodding and Golden nodding in the corner of like compartmentalizing plans
All right.
For the evening.
Who do we think is next to wake up after? Because we already kind of established that Kami is awake because of Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that for the most part, she's usually a quite late sleeper. But she makes up for it by having like zero prep time to get up. So she doesn't have to do any makeup or anything. Doesn't even brush her hair. Her hair's all fucking every which way. She gets up, rushes downstairs, greets like a plate full of waffles.
Phenomenal.
Grand old time.
Hell yeah. Are Alana and Streamline conscious?
I
What time is it again?
Yeah,
It is
depends.
like 11 a.m.
Oh yeah, they'd be awake by now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Awake, but not up.
Barely.
Yeah, not up. Awake, groaning because they're in a new place.
Streamline would be up though,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Then yeah,
Yeah.
you would, you can go get breakfast, you can do all kinds of stuff. You do realize, you come to realize when watching, kind of the city and the windows, there are just normal ass people going about their day inside Arkham City. But at night, everybody stays indoors, except for the, people doing crime.
The evil.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think Streamline specifically would probably notice that because they'd probably be hanging out on the roof just for fun.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, you can see that there are normal people kind of taking day by day. Streamline, roll me perception if you wouldn't mind.
Cool, yeah, sure thing.
Because you're out on the roof.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I thought you were gonna say that because you had your DoorDash app just pinging like crazy as people
No,
were
no.
door.
You know what? They're out on the roof, brushing their teeth and texting Connor. Kent.
Connor's just like, if you need me, just call. I can
It's
just
like,
hear
yes, I'm
you.
safe. No, you don't need to come. No, I'm not doing anything stupid. You better not be either. Blah blah
I
blah.
mean, I
Which
did just
Streamline
fight.
do that?
I did just fight Lex Luthor this morning.
Well, okay, that's not stupid. That's just the natural course of things.
Fuck Lex Luthor. We all hate Lex Luthor.
Yeah, we hate all my homies hate Lex Luthor. So with a
The bitch
17
deserved it.
perception, perception, roll dodge.
Oh, dodge.
Yeah, dodge.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gotham
You at
after
the
all.
dinner table?
It's Gotham. Someone probably fired a
Was it?
gun at you.
So
22.
Streamline is on the roof.
Ah, yes,
So
that's right.
Streamline, you notice out of the corner of your eye something very large flying at you at speed. You're able to dodge out of the way as Man-Bat flies away from you.
Wait, I'm looking over that fucker.
And
Just
then
Man-Bat.
heads toward a very large tower in the distance. But yeah, Man-Bat just tried to take a swipe at you because I guess Man-Bat was hungry.
It's just a little
Bitch.
guy. It's just a little guy. Can't help it. Hungry.
Rude ass. I'm trying to save you, and you're over here trying to eat me, jerk. What do you even need saving from? He's fine.
He's just a little guy.
I mean,
He's not missing. He's just there.
Kirk Langstrom is a deeply disturbed individual who is mentally ill and needs saving. So he does need help, but he also is a giant bat who is very hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
Should we get a fruit basket?
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
if you leave fruit on the roof of that building, that is a good way to lure man-bat, because fruit bats were the type of bat Langstrom was using.
Exactly. Otherwise, I would have suggested a couple of those containers from pet stores for feeding
Vampire
reptiles
bats,
full
yeah.
of bugs,
Yeah, that's
since
true.
a lot of bats also eat small bugs.
Yeah. But yeah, so, vampire, you're able to, deduce that man-bat probably not of their right mind currently.
Uh-huh.
Normally, Kirk Langstrom in bat form does not take swipes at people.
Something's deeply wrong with this man.
And my character would know that. Would they've been like briefed on his vibes generally?
So you would have been briefed on, like, Man-Bat is, he's a normal person. You would actually have been given darts with an antidote for the bat serum that he takes to become Man-Bat.
Okay, that's good to know.
So you would know that he is currently probably not in his right mind. Quincy Sharp was in charge of his care, as far as in Blackgate Prison, and obviously something went wrong. And currently he is out loose and taking swipes at people.
Okay, great. That's so good. That's awesome. That's so normal. Would they know that fruit would appeal to him?
You would know that fruit bats were what he used to make the bat serum. Originally, the bats what he was trying to do was make a cure for deafness. So when in human form, you have to communicate with him with sign language.
Okay.
Or telepathy.
Yeah, or telepathy, but primarily sign language.
Okay.
Because you're not a telepath.
Nope.
Unless
This
it
is all
comes to
very good
fish.
know. Yeah, somehow I don't think bats or humans count as fish.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so Streamline, that's your morning. Alana, what are you doing
So great.
first thing in the morning?
I smell waffles.
Yep, you smell waffles and bacon and like sausages and fried eggs.
I'm gonna make it a crime for these waffles.
Okay, awesome. You can absolutely steal a whole bunch of them. There's like a big pile. Apparently
Yes.
Garfield's been up for a while cooking them just to make sure everybody had enough food.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a considerate guy.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
he's been in prison for a while. He makes sure that everybody has food. And so you guys
Bacon and waffles.
Yeah.
Bacon and waffles.
Yeah, exactly. And so, you guys can kind of hang out until sunset, or you could go in the middle of the day. But your first objective, probably via Ratman, is to take out the goons in Station 201.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
That's-
Hey,
acquire.
Streamline, do you bring up the fact that you just got attacked on the roof, by the way?
Yeah, I think when they came back in, they would seek out a golden and sign to her. There's a big ass bat that just tried to. And then it seems like they forget a sign and they just like pantomime slitting their own throat.
Is Johann still in the kitchen?
Yes, he is.
It's gonna look at a streamline to Johann. There's a bat trying to eat people outside.
Johann
Apparently.
Is that what I heard
Johann
on the roof?
looks at Streamline real quick and
They shrug. That's close enough.
honestly, in slightly too fast sign language, just big Batman, and does the sign for eat and points at Streamline.
Streamline would clarify, not eat, just attack, seems not sane. And then shrugs again, like, I don't know.
Well,
Gotcha. So that means Langstrom is going through it.
I don't hear it nearby anymore, so I assume it left.
So he's
Streamline
really
nods.
just going through it right now.
Kami, how
So-
far can you hear? Like, what is your max range?
Okay, so let me have a quick look. I can see. So this is without penalty. 1,000 feet without taking any penalties, and I think it's. What does anyone happen to know what the increment is for penalties and distance?
No. It's probably farther than that. But, I mean, Streamline could clarify where they saw him going, and I think they would, in fact, do so.
Okay, so you saw in the distance there is a tower with a police blimp attached to it. Kami, you
Okay,
hear
yeah.
a loud screech of echolocation,
Hmm.
like within the range of your hearing.
That's disturbing.
Yeah. So Streamline would sign out. The bat went to the tower with the big stupid balloon.
yeah, I would translate that verbatim. Because, like, the beautiful thing about translators is, you just kind of translate the tone and what they're saying. It's very fun.
Fan.
So,
I
yeah,
guess
so
keep-
everyone knows.
Yeah.
Keep our heads on the swivel for that, I guess.
They nod.
I want to qualify. Most of you have heard Streamline speak.
Yeah. Also, they slept in their super gear and suit and stuff. You know, they're just being so normal about all of this. They're... It's fine. You guys just have a little weirdo on the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone but like one person here has
Yeah,
heard Streamline
exactly.
talk.
Everyone but Golden has heard Streamlines and
Well,
Enid
and
Enid.
Enid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so everybody that was on the original team has heard Streamline speak during the Doomsday fight.
And before in the cave.
Yes, and before in the cave, in the fucking Bat Cave.
Yeah.
So I
Also,
Are we
like their
going-
ASL is okay. It's not perfect. It's not like fluent. It's pretty good.
got so as our plan, I guess, are we going out in the evening to go take care of to go get stuff back?
Sorry, what?
Are you guys heading out now or when the sun sets?
I mean, better to get a good head start on things, sounds like. Especially with the bat out in the middle of the day. That actually sounds like trouble.
I'm down. I'm down to head out earlier.
I assume at some point Golden went and actually like got made up and ready
Yeah, got into your
after
gear.
eating.
Thankfully, one of the things that's wonderful about being a Green Lantern, and just any lantern for Iris's sake, literally quick change with the ring.
Like a magical girl.
Activates ring, becomes lantern.
No, you forget the like 30 seconds of very budget intensive animation in between it
Yeah, exactly.
with
It's
my theme song.
the magical girl transformation of
Yep.
of becoming the Green Lantern. But yeah, so and I know that Johan slept in his gear, Streamline slept in their gear. Enid, are you in your plumber equipment first thing this morning?
I'd say yes, given the place she is in, and also the official status of her being here.
Okay, yeah. So you're in your gear, and then Golden is going to go put their face on. Uh,
Plus, another thing, she definitely wants to up the creepy factor.
phenomenal.
To pull a little trick off of Batman's playbook,
Okay,
essentially.
phenomenal. But yeah, you guys can head out for Station 201.
So I did a double check on the rules of perception because I was kind of curious on maximum distance. It's actually -1 to her perception rolls per 1,000 feet.
Okay.
Starting at 1,000, -1, and so on.
Okay.
So it's conceivably quite far. So long as she's okay with rolling with a penalty.
Yeah, you can just hear that Langstrom is looking for something.
Okay. Good to know.
So, as you guys arrive at Station 201, go over to the battle map. Kami, you can hear virtually everything for a very, very long radius. And you can hear on the inside of this building 2 of Penguin's men talking to one another. And you hear one of them go, you hear that Firefly's looking for payback, trying to get their stuff back, and then you hear the cocking of a gun, and then you hear another one like patting a baseball bat on his hand and like resting it on his shoulder, and he goes, "Yeah, I heard about it, but we got a surprise for them if they come this way. Nobody, unless you were, gonna bring in as many people as we've got, they're not getting through this building. Not alive anyway."
Sounds like they're expecting you.
Firefly is not with you. Johan asked Firefly not to come.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Sounds like they're expecting Garfield.
Well, it's just us. So
Shall we give them an unpleasant surprise, or shall we
Why
look
not?
around?
Let's just say that Garfield's friends have decided to come to
Hey.
his place.
Belle, real quick
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Given the general problems that both Flash and Bullock have caused, and in turn the danger they've put the civilian population in because of those actions, would they be candidates for being put into the null void?
No, that
Okay.
would be kind of overkill. These are, you got to put them in prison, just
Got
not
it.
in
No,
extra dimensional super jail.
I was just wondering, given they are messing with super-powered individuals that are not exactly aligned with a government nor side yet, kinda.
So they're not really messing with superpowered individuals. They're messing with people who use technology to do bad things.
Hmm.
I want everyone to roll perception also when you get to, and it's a very low DC, when you get outside of Station 201.
okay.
Johan, you would roll this at advantage, so twice and take the highest number.
What are
That
we?
one.
Okay. Oh,
I'm too
perception.
busy eavesdropping on these people.
Yeah.
What is Station 201?
It is the fire station of Old
okay.
Gotham. Yeah. Johan, you see right here a very familiar motorcycle.
Is it
It's Red Hood's motorcycle.
Johan has a massive shit-eating grin on his face. Hey, I think I should talk to these guys. Before we end up. I was gonna say putting them in a hospital, but I don't think there's a reliable hospital in
There is
well, here
Gotham
in
General.
Gotham.
Gotham General.
Papa, he said reliable.
Okay, that's fair. Uh, you guys hear gunshots from close by, but not within the fire station. But there are gunshots close by.
Well,
I mean,
That's-
it's Gotham.
Steve.
Johan's counting off the shots on his hand on every pause.
So what you notice is there are pauses between each gunshot. This is a bolt-action rifle.
Turns his motorcycle, turns her motorcycle blue.
Phenomenal.
I can't move my token.
Okay, I will fix that.
Is it just Johan that clocks the cycle?
No, anybody that rolled above a 15.
Oh, cool.
Damn. Not me.
Hit. Cool.
Do you point
So
it out?
Johan, Enid, and maybe Alana.
Yeah, anybody who rolled
Did I roll
above a
the GM on
15.
accident?
And Streamline.
It's also a
Ab-
good
Okay.
question.
Above
whether or
or
not you
what
pointed it
about
out.
a 15?
So 15 and above. You recognize
Yippee!
that because you guys lived with Red Hood for a little while. You
Yeah.
know what her bike looks like.
Callback moment. I'm gonna start stealing her tire.
Oh god, that's bad. idea.
A bullet hits the ground right next to you.
So, it,
You think I'm afraid of your guns?
are we clued
It
into the
should
fact?
be. It's not often she gives a warning shot.
So Kami had a question.
Yeah, I was trying to ask, are we clued into the fact that it's Red Hood's bike, or is that not a gag, and in fact we see Red Hood shooting at us?
That is not a gag. When Alana tries to steal the tire, Red Hood puts a bullet into the sidewalk.
Kami makes eye contact, turns her motorcycle blue.
Kami, what's your
Yeah,
I need you to roll. I need you to roll dodge.
Turn it bright
for me.
yellow.
I need
that's
you to
fair.
roll dodge for me. So I did not set up her sheet yet, but okay, you do dodge out of the way of another bullet.
I think hot concept. We leave the bike alone?
Turn it hot pink. You're so right.
No,
Shall we
no.
Go
I
say
think
hi.
we should leave the motorcycle alone.
Shall I go green?
You guys can
Hey,
see
hey,
she is in
Golden?
a vantage point above you, and she has been shooting at black masks people.
I would like to turn that portion of the wall into a ladder.
Okay, so she is across the street from you, not in the building
This
right next to
portion
you.
of the wall.
They will see us if we do that.
Yep.
Is there windows?
Yeah,
Let
there
me
are
turn
windows.
those into the wall real quick.
It's a fire station.
Let
If
me
you
take out those windows.
So there are
if
windows
you intend to get up there,
upstairs.
Streamline can get up there.
Yeah, there are windows upstairs in the fire station, if that's where you're trying to break in. However, the fire station upstairs, if you get up to the window, roll stealth.
Well, first, are we doing this side, or are we gonna go say hi to Jackie first?
So I will say, Jackie does get out of dodge when you guys notice her. She leaves. She is not there to interact with you, but she is.
Okay.
It is more you guys now know Red Hood is in the city kind of deal.
Okay. Gotcha.
Fantastic.
Well,
Then yeah.
who was that? That is in character.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's just my daughter.
You get a look from Streamline.
She looks at Ratman like, yeah, that tracks, but I don't know if I'm worried or happy about it.
Both. Most people know my darling little girl as the infamous mass murdering crime lord Red Hood. And I couldn't be more proud.
Well, good to know.
You needed a way up, right? I can do that.
There is
Streamline
a
would
main entrance.
Also, Streamline would also offer a distraction if we want to sneak past the dudes.
Are y'all sneaky?
Streamline sure as fuck is.
Yeah.
I'm decent at sneaking. Like I can. I mean, I can also help with a distraction if need be. But I think sneaking would be good to try for, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Absolutely. Kami, what you notice, because I know you tried to climb up and look inside, at least, I need you to roll stealth for me.
Sure.
So you
Decent.
are not seen. Kind of getting up onto the roof. The top layer is just full of explosives.
Oh,
Of this building?
Of the fire station, yes.
Oh, great.
Like, it is. They are probably transporting explosives somewhere in the city. There are not guards up here. Everyone seems to be downstairs.
is it one of those situations where the people downstairs probably don't know that it's all explosives up there, or do
No,
they
no, no.
definitely
They know.
and keep
They
it for
they
after?
definitely know. This seems to be like a storage area, not like a this place is rigged to blow.
Okay.
Oh.
She's gonna give kind of like a heads up to you. Hey, there's bombs up here, essentially. Explosive material.
Lots of C4
Okay.
specifically.
C4.
Streamline grins and then looks to Johan. Distraction, signing over and over.
If you were
There
to
is-
blow up this, it would blow the city block.
No,
That's
no.
how many explosions
Just
there are.
some of it. Just some of it.
So
You see Johan tapping his hands together. And he's getting deep into thought. Alright, well, let's think this through real quick. We know that you're fast and is sneaky. And
They nod,
we
nod.
also know that makeshift is really good at turning something into something else. So
Yeah.
if need be, we can turn some of those plastic explosives into just plastic, and we can use the rest of it. Who here knows about structural engineering?
Ring, what is the structural engineering?
Yeah, what is the skill for that?
so that would be. Let me get one of the because I need to get the sheets open for the bad guys anyway. Because I actually
In the
did
meantime-
make sheets this time,
Hell yeah.
Hey!
which I
What's the
usually
main structure?
forget.
But like, what if you
Intellect.
did?
Intellect?
Oh, straight intellect?
But like, what if
Oh,
you
I'm
did?
good.
What if I didn't? You guys
What
are
if you
gonna...
didn't and you just copied them all off of Doomsday again? I think we're ready.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, that would be
No.
unfair.
That would result in a dead Johan.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, question.
Yes. What's up?
Sneaky wise, how far forward? So I know these are like garage doors, I would imagine.
Yeah, these are garage doors. Those are closed. These ones are closed, and this one is open. It's kind of the deal.
Yeah. Okay.
You could get about right here without being spotted. Without
Okay.
rolling stealth, you can get right there without being spotted.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think. Yeah, that's the point, nudge in their direction. If we're going in that way, we can probably get about that far-ish without.
We're gonna
Getting
start
seen?
moving patrols so that
us.
you guys know that they are currently moving back and forth.
I also
Beautiful.
recommend crouching down because doors like this, even though I'm on the a lot of the time on firehouses, they have at least a row of windows, so you're probably gonna want to crouch down and move a little slower when you're moving in front of that door if you don't want to get spotted.
So, are we going upstairs or are we going into the front?
Well, what do we need the structural engineering thing for?
To blow up the building.
Oh, I
Oh.
wanted to figure out specifically who knows structural engineering and
Well, I would.
who knows what
I
key
would.
points we could blow up in order to cause a minor cave in.
So, so
Give
Johan,
Are these
everyone
gas? Are these gas vehicles?
no, they are fire trucks.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they're not full of gas.
So, Johan, here's a thing that you would know. If Garfield's equipment is inside, it is highly explosive. Like, real
is
bad,
true.
highly explosive. And you are also here to clear the warehouse. Like Garfield wants to be able to use this as a home base.
A makeshift, as much as it's gonna pain me to do so, I need to know how quickly could you turn the plastic explosives into something less explosive, like plastic or, putty?
So, I can turn things to putty really, really easily. There is a small risk that we end up animating some explosives. I'm not sure that won't happen.
Let's not take that specific risk.
However, there's also alternate ideas, right? So I can encase them in cement. I can make little containers to stuff them in, and then close it and seal it.
Couldn't
then
I
you
just
only
make
can
a
get-
force field around him?
Well, I'm not a force field person. You can.
Also, for the whole structural thing, we could do that easy peasy. My rig knows everything the Guardians know, and the Guardians are super smart.
Yeah, that's
But
actually
Which means they
very
probably
true.
know
You could scan
structural
the building.
engineering.
You
Yeah,
could
let's do
scan
that.
the building. So here's
Frank,
here's the
Me
thing.
wall hacks.
So here's the thing. Scanning the building requires flying up and encasing the building in green energy. That would, in fact, alert the guards.
No.
Question.
Yes.
What if I flashbang them all
You can
Could I-
and scan the building?
Could I offer instead use my my plumber badge to access the blueprints of the
the firehouse?
building?
You can.
Yeah.
You can in fact do that.
Perfect.
You know that this right here is a load-bearing wall.
Yeah.
That is probably the easiest thing to cave in this side, but you would not be able to get upstairs after that. Like, that whole part of that building will collapse and probably
Yeah.
kill people.
She is going to warn the group to not do that.
So
Streamline.
do that?
No.
Streamline would
No.
suggest that they could take the explosives and put them in a different building and then shrug.
Belle,
I-
question.
Answer.
Would technology count for disarming the C4?
Yes. Yes, it would. If you want to
Okay.
disarm all the bombs, which would
I
take...
can do that.
So here's the thing. This is
Mhm.
the big thing I want to emphasize. There is enough explosives here to blow up the entire city block if they exploded. It would take hours to disarm all of them.
What-
So,
Hmm.
so I think our best approach would be just to go and not mess with the explosive stuff. Probably.
If we fight
Well, there is another idea. We
Okay.
could set up like a heist situation, right? We each take an amount of C4 out of the building and quickly get it out of here.
Yeah, you could do
And
that.
if we
had
maximize
all
the
night.
number of people we've got, I can make 3 more.
Okay.
How are we on vehicles? We can steal some.
You do not have a vehicle currently, and the only one on the street is Jackie's bike.
We can steal Jackie's bike and a couple of fire trucks and use those to smuggle the. You know what? This idea is sounding worse the more I say it.
So
No, it's sounding great.
in order to smuggle in order to use the fire trucks, you're gonna have to knock out the guards.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That wasn't even like a problem.
Once the guards are knocked out, you could just walk out of the building with the explosives.
I'm just
Wait.
worried about the
You
building
know-
being exploded.
That's true.
And we also do still need to get very explosive equipment out of here.
If we can find that equipment first,
That is
would be
that
pretty
is
rad.
in a glass case upstairs, behind all of the explosive equipment, behind all of the explosives.
I can break into a glass case easily.
Hmm.
So,
Hear me
Uh,
out. Hear me
How
out.
about we hide better?
What if we go kill the guards,
Hey everybody!
steal the equipment,
Hey everybody!
and blow up Gotham?
I need you guys
Hello.
to roll either stealth or initiative.
God. I was out here trying to get us to move.
Belle, quick question before either of the rolls. Would I know if I could do a ritual, as in magical ritual, to teleport or move the C4
So
someplace else?
here's the thing. You guys didn't
Mhm.
hear him coming because you guys
He's
weren't paying
stealthy.
attention.
I wanted out there that I almost said streamline. That Nikkei was watching the area over here while everyone
Yeah.
was talking.
Streamline was looking.
So you guys
But
would
they
Also-
see.
didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, you guys would see.
Yeah.
You guys would see this guard coming out of the building.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I rolled stealth, so I did something about it.
Yeah,
I rolled
so-
a 2 on initiative,
so-
so that's a nat 1.
So Streamline, you are hidden. Enid, you are not hidden at all.
Yeah,
I
let me roll initiative.
I got a 13. I rolled initiative in case it flopped.
So you got a.
Man, why are we rolling so many nat 1s?
That is a good question. So here's the question: Are you guys potentially So you have two options. You can knock him out before the rest of them are alerted because he is coming around. Or if you aren't able to do that, you would need to roll. You would need to roll.
I didn't mean to put that up there.
You need to incapacitate him in 2 rounds, or the other guards will be alerted.
Can I roll
Anyone-
intimidation?
Anyone who rolled 15 or above, give me 2 seconds to finish my thing. Anyone who rolled 15 or above, you are stealthed. They do not know where you are. The rest of you, this guy knows you're here. And he's gonna kind of walk out and go, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh.
Yamada.
So I have a power.
Yeah.
It's called illusion.
Okay.
For 1 point per rank, you can create an illusion affecting a single sense. I spent 3 points. I can affect 3 senses.
What is the save?
I
That's a
think
good
you
question.
roll your power as an attack, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That's a 14 against what?
What is the rank of your power?
3.
3.
So 13.
I think it's rolled. 13 is the lowest you can get, I think.
Your rank determines how to finishing your illusion. An illusion is including the DC for the
Okay.
insight resistance check 10 plus
Oh,
rank.
perfect. Perfect. Then
Um.
it's not an attack. Awesome. It's just one of those fancy things.
Yeah.
So for the illusion,
Uh-huh.
I want to affect his seeing, hearing, and smell. I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna help me, but there's
Perception, essentially.
there's a lot of things.
Okay.
Can
So-
I?
Hear me out, right? If you affect his seeing and hearing, and that he's going to scream out, "I've gone blind."
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, there's effect and then there's turn off.
Have the sense.
I think the point of the illusion is
Is to
Is that we're creating a little thing here as a ruse.
So I would probably say to save against that would be will.
Yeah.
Insight.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna describe the thing that I was gonna do.
Please
but
do. Absolutely do. But he rolled a 16 to your 14.
That's fine. I also accidentally clicked that when I meant to do that. But also he passes anyway. He beats the 13 that he's supposed to reach anyway.
Please describe what you were trying to create.
I was trying to make I was trying to put this bitch in a void where he can't see, hear, or smell nothing.
Yeah, so then he would be screaming,
Yeah.
I'm blind, and the rest of everyone
Yeah.
would have come running. However,
Yeah, that was like
he succeeded.
Yeah,
Maybe just like make a creation of like a delivery drop off or something. I don't know.
I don't know. That was just my first idea. It was kind of
No. I totally understand. I do need the people who are stealth to roll initiative. Like, regardless of whether or not you are stealth, I do need an initiative roll from you guys.
That's fair.
Combat is happening. And Golden...
Okay, so that was
Mhm.
that was one attempt at trying to defuse. Can I?
Yeah, you can.
I think Kami's gonna try to Bugs Bunny this dude.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
gonna
God.
jump down from the trash can that she was standing on to peek through the window. Kind of brush her hair out of her face as she approaches, subtly making a pizza box behind her as she and be like, "Did somebody order a pizza?"
I don't know. Let me go ask.
I don't.
So roll
think that's a
deception,
good idea.
Kami.
Yeah.
Roll deception.
Okay, question.
Uh-huh.
Would this person consider Kami appealing for the purposes of the attractive feat?
No.
Or advantage, I should say.
No.
Okay. Just the regular then.
Oof.
Damn.
He looks at you and he's suspicious. He's still gonna go ask.
Cool.
Hey,
Wait,
did
no,
anybody
that's
order a
bad.
pizza?
Everybody bail. Everybody bail. Turn into rats. Anyone want to turn into a rat? I'm gonna turn you into
This
a
has
rat.
not worked out well. They're all
Anyone who's
pizza
not ready
feed.
is gonna get turned into a rat. You
They
want to be
were
turned into a rat?
You
Come
do
here.
see there are several thugs that come outside. They're very excited for pizza.
Was there a window here somewhere?
Yeah, above. You'd have to climb a ladder to get there.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, I'm saying
if
like
it's
you have
dark.
to go. Well, it's kind of dark. You guys chose to come here during the day.
Yeah, they're all
If there's
hungry.
shadows, though. You also said it was an overcast.
It is
day.
overcast, so yeah, you can get up there.
Mm-hmm.
However, you guys do see these thugs come out, and they're very excited for pizza. And one of them just kind of goes, "I didn't order it. But how much is the pizza? And what kind?" And he's got a
$29.95.
stack of cash out. He's like, okay, so 10,
Oh,
20,
wow.
30. Here's 30.
You guys get paid
and
really
here's
well
1,
in the
2,
Gunion,
3,
huh?
4, 5. Yeah. No, listen.
They don't
Ever
recognize.
since we joined the union, listen. The Gunion's real good to people like us. We do a lot of jobs for a lot of people. Right now we're working for the Penguin. Penguin was kind of mad she had to work with the union, but like, here's 5 for the tip. What kind of pizza did you say it was?
How long can she stall these people so that the others can get into
Wait.
their stealthy business?
Can't Kami just make pizza
Yeah,
out of
a
something
pizza.
That's a
else?
great question.
Yeah,
Can
you absolutely can. You 100%
Okay.
You just-
can.
Just
Then
make the
it is.
pizza.
It is this like puffy, like not too burnt. It's a bunch of like bubbles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
the
that.
best kind of pizza.
Yeah, and it's probably, I would say, if it's Kami making the choice, it might be like a straight up pineapple pizza.
Phenomenal.
No.
So pineapple. Okay, we gotta go tell Big Bill. He's allergic. But here's 30.
No.
Here's 30 for the pizza. And here's 15 for your tip. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta go get Bill. Bill, come here. You guys see another big fuck off guard come out.
Oh.
What's
I don't
up?
like this.
And
Pizza.
so here's a question, Johan. how in tune are you with the Goonion and the people that have joined it?
Oh, he's so you know how for unions, one of the main pieces of power a union has is they pool money together in order to hire a lobbyist
Yeah,
to
100%.
deal with state legislature.
100%.
Johan's one of their lobbyists.
Oh my god. So this is Bill? Bill is also a lobbyist for the Goonion. Bill, professional henchman.
So Johan, he's just staring at Bill, and
this is Bill, the guy who Batman keeps stealing his bones. Bill.
Oh, this is boneless Bill. Oh god, poor boneless.
Yep, he's got his
So,
bones
Johan-
back currently.
Currently, Johan has a 27 on his stealth, so he is basically invisible.
Yes.
Can we restealth?
But he's
Yeah,
he's
you can
looking-
re-stealth. Kami's doing a really good job at convincing people that, she is a pizza delivery person because you have a pizza in your hand and they're very excited about it.
Johan is staring at boneless Bill like, oh god. Oh, we work together to kind of force other people like Two-Face to work for the Goonion. Oh god. I don't
Bill just kind of goes,
wanna-
so none of us ordered a pizza. However, since the Goonion kind of covers, you can take your here. Let me give you this card, and he hands you a small debit card, and it says, Goonion, and it has a number on it, and it's a $50 like prepaid debit card from the Goonion.
Oh,
And he
goodness.
goes, you got to go back to wherever you brought the pizza from, and there's some people in here that are allergic to pineapple. We need one that can actually, and we'll you keep the card, whatever the cost is, keep the card. The rest of it's a tip. Why are you in Arkham City? You look very familiar.
Oh, thank you. I get that a lot.
So Streamline, there's a ladder there that Kami made out of
There's
the
a
wall.
ladder?
Yeah, Kami
Oh,
made
I
a
didn't
ladder
realize
out of the
Kami
wall.
made the ladder.
So,
Yeah.
so imagine
Oh.
that the wall's texture just became perfect for climbing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Like Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I would like to also skitter up the wall ladder.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bill's just like, listen, we're here working on a job for Penguin. We're not going to be working for her for very long because she's not paying us very well and she's not listening to the Goonion.
That's not very nice.
Well, no, because we're a union. You gotta pay union stuff, or we're gonna go work elsewhere. And I mean, none of us are filthy scabs. So
And, I hear bad things about Penguin anyway.
yeah, she's not super like great to work for. I gotta find my friend Ratman. He's gonna he's really good at helping me with the with negotiation, but Penguin doesn't want to listen to me. Ratman will break her knees. It'll be great. But yeah, if you wanna like go back and get whatever more pizza. I don't know who did order this pizza. We didn't.
She's gonna subtly tap her box like twice and then like look inside and go, oh, you know what? I actually made a mistake. It's not pineapple. It's mushroom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're all good with a mushroom pizza. Abso-fucking-lutely. Keep the card. If you wouldn't mind just giving us back the cash. I gotta make
Yeah,
sure
for sure.
Tony here has rent payment.
Kami carries exact change because
Yeah.
she's used to bus fare.
Yeah, and he gave you like $40.
$5 cash.
Yeah, he gave you like $35, and he's just like, and he just kind of goes, yeah, it was part of my rent money, and I needed, and he's like, it's okay, Tony, I got this, don't worry about it. But yeah, if you guys, if you, I don't know what pizzeria you work for, but I haven't ever seen a pizza delivery person in plain clothes, but let us know. Give us if you got a phone number we could use to order more pizza. We we'll keep you as a constant for the Goonion.
She'll give him her like real ass number.
Hell yeah, okay. and she like takes it. So
It's
he-
called Kami's house.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we pan up as you guys are kind of discussing the Gunion with these thugs. We go upstairs to Streamline and Golden. Inside this room is
Yeah.
a fucking ton of C4. Like the walls are lined with it. There is
Golden
enough. There are enough bombs in this area to blow up a city block. And then in the very back is a suit with a propellant tank on one part of the back, and on the other part of the back is a tank for like a fire extinguisher. And it is a like fireproof suit with like a gas mask, kind of like Ratman's suit, but it has wings, so it is very visible that it can fly.
Mm-hmm.
This is Firefly's equipment. This is what you came here for. However,
Cool.
this place is full of guards, and you guys are trying to
Ah.
take this place over. Like the downstairs is full of guards. This upstairs is not. This upstairs is just a lot of bombs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at Streamline and like walking so carefully around all this fucking.
I am going to put you two
goddamn
on the
C4.
stairs in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah,
Cool. I think they would just sign to her, I can take all that stuff and then we can just get back outside. And then they shrug, like, questioningly, because with their mask on, you can't really see their eyebrows, so you can't really indicate a question.
it's signing. Thank God for sign language when you're supposed to be sneaky.
Yeah.
It's signing back, but we're also supposed to take over and like fight these people. I think.
We could
uh,
also steal some of the explosives. Shrug.
She signs no, very intensely and repeatedly.
They kind of they like they do the little like nose laugh, like they just breathe forcefully and grin.
You get like a light punch in the shoulder. She's not very strong, even if she was trying. It signs. If we get this stuff and put it off to the side, and then deal with the goons? Question mark.
They like
Is it-
do the thing where they tap their nose and then point at you, like that's a good idea.
2 thumbs up. Is the case like alarmed?
You can roll. Give me 2 seconds and I'll figure that out. Roll investigation. Figure that out.
Hey, Belle, real quick.
Yes.
As they're doing that, Enid is going to deliberately turn away from the goons and then telepathically talk to Golden and Streamline like, hey, are you two doing okay? Is everything good?
Golden.
You have
Physically freezes in place.
you have no idea.
How do
if
we-
it's, if
how
it's
do we
alarmed or not. You just
How do
think
we
back.
respond?
You just think back.
Oh. Think back. We're good for now. Trying to figure out if this case is bugged or not. We'll get back to you soon.
Oh, if I can get a look, I might be able to see if it has any technology on it that would
Roll
have it.
stealth and try and
Is
climb
this-
the ladder.
Is this like an open channel? Can I hear, or is this like separate channels?
You
Oh
can-
no, she's talking to you both directly.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
great.
an
Yeah,
open
they're-
channel.
They're trying very hard to keep their mind quite blank.
Oh, you can just think sign language.
You just
That's
get like a
insane.
big clump of question marks.
Oh, 15!
So yeah, the goons do not see you. They are too busy paying attention to Kami and Ratman.
Oh, perfect.
So you can understand sign language. Signed to Enid.
When she comes up, you see her eyes glowing
Oh.
electric blue, and in your mind she says, technically yes, but also no.
Okay, think talk it is. And should point to the case.
May I roll technology to see if there's anything on it that would be like an alarm, a silent alarm,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
an electric lock, whatever.
Absolutely.
26.
It is rigged to fucking explode.
Okay! So, it's not alarmed, it doesn't have an alarm, but it is armed with an explosive.
So
If
it
someone
hits open,
does, if so, there's a key lock. You need the key to
Hmm.
open it, and if it is not opened with the key, it and everything in this room fucking explodes.
Yeah.
So we have to get the key.
Yeah.
Do we just go down the stairs this way, or go back outside?
I'd say back outside, unless you two are extremely good at stealthing around and not being noticed, because I'm not. I just got here out of sheer luck, and the others being good at distracting.
I can
Streamline.
stealth.
They
really.
gesture at the stairs, and then they give you like a casual sort of salute and dissolve into the shadows and head towards the stairs.
That's
Oh, perfect!
Okay, cool.
helpful.
Streamline, you're able to get a good look at who's downstairs. There are 4 guards in this room, and one just kind of up here chilling by the desk, kind of flirting with this guard.
Do any of them
Or-
have keys?
No, none of them have a key.
Cool. Interesting.
Panning, you do know that Bill is like the leader from when you were outside.
Mhm.
So panning
Mhm.
over to the goons and Ratman and Kami. Ratman, do you make yourself visible and known?
As he's leaning up against the door, he just black eye lenses are staring at Bill. You know, I think you boys should probably do a walkout.
You son of a bitch! Why do you always do that shit?
Who are you, complete stranger?
Listen, Bill, it's 2 things, primarily. 1, I'm an old man. I don't get much of a chance to sneak up on you young folk anymore. And 2, because it's one of the few things in life that makes me smile like I'm a little kid again.
Well, listen. Here's the problem, right? So all of the crime bosses in Arkham City have kind of tasked us to keep Firefly away from their stuff. To a point where I have rigged the upstairs to fucking explode if the case is not opened with this key. And he'll hold up a little, like, it looks like a house key. And he tucks it back into his tank top, and he goes, so here's my deal. We can't do that, because Black Mask is paying union rates. We're just trying to get Penguin to do so, because we all signed up with Penguin.
Ah, crap. And is it Mask who's paying for the making sure that Firefly doesn't get that kit, or is
Yeah, it's
that
Black Mask. It's Joker kind of pulled in a little bit. Two-Face, and then Dr. Victoria Freeze, because she has a no fire.
It's
policy.
a fire and nice thing.
Yeah, it's a no fire policy. Though I'm pretty sure Owl Woman was recently seen with Freeze, so I don't know if she's actually still in the villain game. I know some.
She can't be real.
No, Owl Woman is definitely real and terrifying.
Really?
I need you to understand that woman has stolen my bones before.
Damn.
Yeah.
You don't think you got good bones?
Yeah, no, I had to have them surgically re-put back in my body.
That must have sucked. I'm so sorry.
He'll like show you small scars on like his arms and legs and shit. Yeah, no, it fucking sucked. Owl Woman is real and she is dangerous. Anyway, yeah, so Johan, here's the deal. You and your friends, thank you for the pizza, by the way. You see one of them has like taken the pizza inside. you and your friends either have to leave or we have to rough you up. It's it's nothing
know.
personal. It's only business.
I'll be getting out of here anyway. I have no idea who this is. Just
Yeah,
stick
no,
around.
you run along. Crap. See, Bill, I won't lie. The main reason I'm here for two reasons. One, I need a new base of operations whilst I'm operating here in Arkham City, because I plan on doing not quite peacekeeping, because it's me we're talking about. You know, I'm not exactly the most peaceful of.
He comes
I
over
need
and leans
some-
on the door with you.
I need somewhere new to stay, and two, and this is the main problem here, because if it were just about a place to stay, I can wait until, this gig is up, and then I can just take the building. That's no problem. The main problem, I need Firefly's kid.
Why? Why you need Firefly's kid? I can get me and my men to clear out of this place. That's no problem. I owe you a favor anyway. We can clear the fuck out of here for you guys. You gotta let us take our explosives. We got a lot of explosives upstairs. We can clear this city block. But you gotta let us take it. We have another client, let's say, that is paying us to do some demolition here in the city. So we need to take our C4 with us. But, you will clear out of here if you need us to. And you hear one of them go, "But boss," and he goes, "Shut your fucking whore mouth." Anyway, Johan, I got you back, man. Right? You know me. We know each other. I owe you a favor. However, here's the problem, right?
You've got two contracts telling you,
Exactly.
don't let anyone take Firefly's kid.
And don't let anybody take the bombs. It's either it's both the Firefly thing and the bombs. The bombs are separate. There's this person calling themselves the Arkham Knight. Kind of looks like Red Hood, but it's a guy.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah. We heard. Listen, we heard Red Hood's here to kill him. So we are staying way clear of his actual vicinity. Not a fan. If Red Hood's here to murder this man, I'm not getting killed in the process.
Smart move. I can understand you taking the bombs. That's not a big deal to me, because you got to make a shipment deal. You got to do a little bit of demolition work. That's just you making an honest living.
Yeah.
Well, as honest as the Goonian gets.
Yeah.
Problem is, I'm starting to try and put Firefly on my payroll.
Oh, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we can do. Here's what I'll cut you a deal. You rough up some of my guys, right? You rough up some of my guys. We tell them this. Your group came in, roughed us up, kicked our butts. We ran as fast as we could because usually you run with Batman, and fuck that noise.
Yeah.
So you guys rough up some of my boys. Goonian specification, you know how it works. You don't rough them up too bad, but you rough them up enough where we can get, an excuse. You rough me up a little bit. We can excuse the whole deal. And he takes the key off and he hands it to you. And
Johan pockets the key and
make sure you use the key. If you don't use the key, it will fucking explode. But
and
he points to the other guy. He points to the big guy. He goes, "Go inside, get the explosives, start loading them into the truck, and Johan, you and whoever else you're with, come rough up some of my boys and me. Obviously, we got to make it a point to make sure it looked like we put up a fight. He starts,
that actually brings up a massive question for me, Bill. Listen, because I don't know literally everyone in the Goonian, and also
it's fine.
he turns to one of the other goons. Listen, thank God y'all are wearing masks, because this means if y'all get caught on video, plausible deniability. That's why I wear this.
Yeah. No, normally only person viewing any video in the city is Quincy Sharp. Apparently, the mayor's in Arkham City. We don't know what the fuck he's doing here. He's a little crazy. He's a little
Oh.
crazy. He called
Oh,
himself
this is all-
Amadeus the other day. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh, so we has just got a lot of issues going. Anyways, I need to know where any recent surgeries were. That way I can
It's
avoid
just me.
those.
It's mostly just me. I had to have the bones regrafted into my body. You know how it works.
All of them, or like just a couple key
You
ones.
can
'Cause,
hit
like,
the face. Like go for the face for me, because like the rest of them were like they called me Boneless Bill for a reason. Last person I encountered was fucking Batman.
yeah, no, that'll. Oh, fuck!
Yeah,
I am
just hit me in the
so
face
sorry.
a couple of times. Just you got it. You know.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
how it works.
no, black guy, slightly crooked nose.
Yeah, I'm already wearing the
minor
nose
pretty much.
protector. It's fine. He like
Thank-
he starts bracing himself. Just
and,
kind of gives you the gesture to hit him in the jaw.
and Johann. Oh god, that is the wrong character page. I almost had the rats bite him.
Yeah. So who else participates in roughing up the goons?
I think I was considering going down the other way, but I think I'm heading out back street level.
Okay. So Golden, you know the deal when it comes to the Goonion. You've fought some Goonion goons. They are convincible. But you see, they're willing. You got to rough them up though. That's kind of the deal. You have to rough them up.
Yeah. I'll break stealth.
Yeah. Okay.
To join the party.
He goes, "Oh wow, you got the mime."
Yeah.
Hi. Sure.
Streamline, are you also coming with the rest of the group?
After not finding a key in there, they would have gone outside to look at the rest and probably would have caught at least the very tail end of that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of see them, the goons kind of lining up to get roughed up,
Mhm.
and they go, wait, I have an idea. And get your group, bring them inside as if you were raiding the facility. Just in case
Yeah,
somebody doesn't ride by.
Yeah, no, that's a common issue. You boys get up, get in position, and it'll be standard breach and clear for us, standard hunker down and survive for you.
And he goes, yeah. We'll start loading the explosives, and it'll look like you were stopping an explosive loading. It'll be great.
Yeah.
And you guys see the guys. The guys start loading explosives into the thing.
Can I catch the guy? Go ahead, Ben.
And it is still up there.
Okay, yeah, and it can come down from the upstairs. Like these
And it
guys.
doesn't telepathy still linked up probably though to
You would
Golden
hear
at
it,
least, right?
and you guys could see like anybody who's like watching the guards, they get like a mass text, like everybody kind of knows the score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I apologize to like the guy that I almost blinded?
Yeah, no,
That's
he's just like, no, I get you. You're a superhero. You got to make sure that you don't get jumped by one of us. But
Yeah,
don't
okay,
worry about it. We're
I've
fine.
never used this before.
You're okay. Don't worry about it. We're fine. At least you're not that one lady who works with the Joker. Listen, that one scares me.
Oh, which one?
No. Harley.
Oh,
The new
okay,
one,
yeah.
Harley. She's fucking nuts.
No, yeah, 100%.
I don't think we've heard about Harley until just now.
Yeah, this would be the first time you guys hear about Harley.
Also, Kami's going to give up the goat because she wants to see their reactions to the pizza. Because this is probably the first time she's actually made.
No, like Bill opens the
real-life
thing
food.
and like eats, and he's like, "Now this is some good fucking pizza." Hey guys, eat. You guys can eat after we get roughed up, because I don't want you guys throwing up in your masks.
Belle, I have a funny idea.
Yeah.
And it just going up to each one of the goons, telepathically asking them, "Hey, I have a ranged taser rifle. Do you want me to shoot you with it?"
And like 3 or 4 of the goons are like, "Yes, absolutely. That's a perfect excuse that we did."
Okay, perfect. Stun shot.
Yeah, you get all of these, like all of the guys in here except for the big dude who is loading explosives, but like they're
Also,
like tased and on the ground. And they're like, "Nah, We were incapacitated. We have a good reason.
Also, it actually hurts like a rifle.
Yeah, no, they did not know that, but they are very uncomfortable. Johan, you
Yeah,
would
she
know.
told them it's a rifle taser.
Johan, you would know, right? That this kind of is a breach of union contract. But you can compensate them. They're not going to sue you.
Oh yeah, no, he is. For all of the ones that have,
That's
I
all
don't
of
wanna
these ones
call
over
them-
here.
yeah, I'm not gonna call it rifle burns on them,
Yeah,
but like,
taser burns.
Mm.
yeah,
These are like
they,
Batman, standard Batman compensation. This is, or really it's Owl Woman because Owl Woman uses fucking taser gauntlets.
Owl Woman's kit is just honestly a lot more brutal and a lot more painful. Because like on the goons,
Speaking
you don't
of-
gotta do that to the goons. You just gotta like, hit a couple pressure. Oh god.
Oh. Oh.
She like drops
Mm.
from the rafters and she's like, I was going to deal with them, but if you've got it handled.
Don't worry, I got this.
She like makes eye contact with Bill.
Ah.
Leave Bill alone. He's got a big day tomorrow. Don't rough him up. That's my job tonight.
She nods and she goes, "Gunyan business."
Gunyan business.
Fine. And she like hits some like buttons on her thing, and then a big fuck off car comes out here,
Oof.
and then she drives away.
Hers is a bike, but yeah.
Bye. Goodbye, I say after she's left.
You see
Bye-bye
Bill.
now.
You see Bill visibly sweating.
I make eye contact with Bill and I nod.
You saved us from Owl Woman? That's a much better. This is a much better way I got through this.
Oh, Bill. Since you're kind of in on the situation here, she'll take out her phone and show him pictures of what she did to Penguin's office.
Oh shit, that was you?
Yeah.
I had to spend like 4 hours cleaning that shit. He puts the
Oh,
pizza
I'm so
on the top
sorry.
of the fire truck. Bill is a giant, by the way. These guys are all real fucking big.
Sorry to hear that, but I'm hoping it pissed her off.
Oh yeah, no, she was fucking furious. Do me a favor, since I don't want Johan fucking hitting me. Punch me in the fucking face just a couple of times so that I don't get in trouble.
I wonder. So I have Metamorph the attack version, which means I can essentially disguise someone else as an attack. Can I make him look like super fucked up without ever hurting him
Yes, you can.
by doing that?
Yes,
Like
you
make
can.
it look like I just
Beat
like I
the
hit him
shit
so
out of him.
hard his fucking neck is facing the wrong way or whatever.
Not facing that. That would be dead.
No, but like disguised that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Or
like,
something like face is all fucked up
Yeah,
and
it's
like nose is
bruises,
crooked the wrong way.
crooked nose, black eyes. Yeah, the whole nine.
Yeah.
I cannot believe.
Something more like
I
that.
cannot believe that you guys like talked your way out of this.
I didn't
our way out of it.
I didn't think the Krusty Krab pizza idea would work.
Also, I just want to describe the mental image of the pizza that Kami made that I had in my mind. It is just like a super cartoonish pizza that would look out of place in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
These guys all
I need to
unconscious,
get-
right?
Are you
Yeah,
talking
they're
about like a
knocked the
Conjuro
fuck
ass
out.
pizza?
These guys are all knocked the fuck out because they were
I'm
tamed.
fucking yeah.
I need some
I'm-
kind of ranged fucking weapon, I swear to God.
You should
I'm
use like
talking rubber
I wanna
hose
see-
style.
On the ceiling.
yeah, you can absolutely be on the ceiling.
Are we starting initiative to fight
No,
these
no,
guys,
no.
or-
These guys are just letting you beat the shit out of them to let them look roughed up, so that they can get away from this situation without like getting in trouble with Penguin. After
Should we-
you guys rough them up, they all get in this truck with all of the explosives and dip.
Mm.
Sick. I think Golden's sitting back realizing, oh, I can't really do a lot of damage punching people. My fists aren't that good.
This
Hey,
guy's
hey,
like
Bill.
hanging off the back of the vehicle. Yeah.
Blast Johan with the Firehouse. I'll give you an extra pizza.
Listen. You don't know how fucking tempting that is. Hey, Johan.
Do
Yeah,
it.
what you got?
You see him pointing a fire hose at you, and then he just turns it on.
Like, the moment he sees the fire hose turn on, he knows he's gonna get sprayed,
Mhm.
and it's just, crap.
And he
Covered in water.
He very quickly turns it off. But yeah, he goes, listen, we're gonna leave 2 of our guys for you to take into Gordon, or whoever the fuck is running the PD in this place, because it wouldn't look good if we all got away.
Yeah, that tracks.
Are you okay,
Listen,
Johan?
there's-
Are you good?
Yeah, just a little cold now. It's fine. It's fine.
He looks
no
over
suit
to-
and all that.
He looks over to Kami. He goes, "You gonna give me that extra pizza now?"
Yeah, here you go. She'll make another pizza.
Hell
For
yeah.
sure.
Hell yeah. He takes it and he's like, all right, Johan, we're out of here. Y'all take it easy. And they do have all of the bombs, but they did not take the equipment.
You want to know what's funny is that Kami could have accidentally animated one of those pizzas.
Yeah. So like they just pull a slice and
It's like,
the
hey, what are you
pizza
doing?
just hey there, buddy, how's it going?
Jimmy Neutron situation.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys have cleared Fire Station 201.
Hell yeah.
Victory?
Yeah, victory. You guys, could arrest those 2, and send them to, and take them to the old GCPD building. They, because that was the deal. 2 of them have to be arrested so it doesn't look bad on you guys.
Oh wait.
Mhm.
So I have create. I think I picked the thing that makes it permanent.
Okay.
I have to look at my shit. Oh, sorry, it's very long.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Goodness.
Continuous. So can I make continuous or permanent? Cannot be nullified by
Yes.
area. If I made, I was like, I can make silly handcuffs, but then like, someone's gotta take these off, and that's gonna be hard.
So
without me
handcuffs,
around.
listen, handcuffs have a universal key. Like, that's kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh.
all handcuffs have a universal key.
And they are also
wait.
very easy to shimmy.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I totally forgot I can make the objects visible and not invisible.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna create 2 pairs of handcuffs.
So,
And
would you
cuff
guys
up these
call?
bitches.
Would you guys call the GCPD?
Not yet. I think that first we need to get Garfield's stuff out of the box, figure out a way to get it to them, and then we call the GCPD.
I mean, you could just call Firefly and be like, "Hey, we got your stuff." Like, she
Get
will
your shit.
come here. She will
They
just
will
come
come.
here. Yeah.
They will.
Okay.
I said they will.
So
He,
yeah,
they.
yeah, they. So
I think
Mhm.
Streamline would probably suggest that maybe we have the Green Lantern take these guys to the police so they don't have to come here. However, they wouldn't know the sign for lantern, so they would instead sign green flashlight.
Uh,
That's
phenomenal.
glow stick to you.
I think that would Golden would just 'cause like you've been introduced name wise to each other, right? That's
Yes.
happened. Hey Alana, come here.
Yeesh.
You're all the way over here, sweet. Yeah. Do you want to take these guys over to the police station?
Yeah. You 2 criminals are going to justice.
Okay, so you're able to do that. When you arrive, right, you see a very tall, female detective. She's well built, kind of ready.
Ooh.
Looks like ready to kick ass.
My ass?
The person you encounter is Renee Montoya. Lieutenant Renee
Yeah, she
Montoya.
can kick my ass.
Yeah. Lieutenant Renee Montoya is kind of the person running the Arkham City branch of the GCPD. And she just kind of goes, "Oh, great. More of the Penguins people. Yeah, you can put them in the holding cells and we can process them for you. Are there any more? Do we need to send out a troop carrier?"
No. Just got these two.
All right. Well, we'll let y'all get back to it. If you guys need anything, let me know. And Johan, you get kind of, and she like touches her ear, and Johan, you get a in your earpiece, the piece for the Nowhere Men, which is the thing, a group you've actually worked with. The frequency for the question hits your ear, which hasn't happened in many years since the first question retired.
Johan crosses his arms and tilts his head. The arm that's the hand that's tucked into his arm and kind of dangling, if you think about it, he makes the ASL sign for Q.
So this is more of a, like, you have an earpiece that is like the Justice League earpiece where they can contact you anywhere. The Nowhere Men had invented that technology. That earpiece goes off, which hasn't happened in like 20 years.
Yeah, he'll just hold up a finger. Hold on, I gotta go take a call, and he'll activate the earpiece.
You hear
Line's not.
You hear a female voice on the line, and she goes, "Hey, Ratman, this is Question." And she's doing this out of your earshot, Alana. She like walked into another room. This is Question. Are you the one that sent the lantern into my police station?
That's me. Sorry about that. We're kind of out of a car right now, so we figured let's send the one who can fly and make constructs to bring a couple Goonian members in.
You could have sent word ahead, you know.
Well, a little out of the loop. Don't know too much about what's going on here in Arkham City. Good to know that. Good to know that one of my old contacts is back up and running.
Yeah. The Phantom is in the city too.
So we're just getting the whole gang back together now, aren't we?
Well, no, it's just me and Phantom Stranger and Torch of Liberty. And then you obviously know the new Grey Ghost.
That I do. I'm actually really proud of the kid.
Yeah, we haven't
Anyway.
recruited him yet, but we had planned on it. But we saw that it was you. You already had him, so.
He ain't a sidekick, I'll tell you that much.
Well, I believe it, being that he took on the name for the Grey Ghost. But yeah, we're recruiting again. Apparently, strangers in the city. We don't know why. Phantom Stranger being a lord of what do they call it? Lord of Order. We don't know why he's here, but we know he's here, and we know that means danger.
Yeah, it... Unfortunately, while I am good, I'm old. I might need to retire soon and have someone else take on my job, but I don't trust anyone to do that yet.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be another Rat Man.
I doubt it. If there is, well, look our world. I know I was one. I was a hellion when I was. I was. Anyways, yeah, no, they. The entire idea of Arkham City, it's a powder keg waiting to blow. I don't know who set it up.
It was
You could
Sharp and Strange. I can give you that information right now. It's Hugo Strange and Mayor Quincy Sharp.
Okay, now we just gotta figure out why, because I can tell you it definitely, the real reason ain't exactly a good one.
No, from what we understand, here in the GCPD anyway, what we understand is that Sharp is crazy. He's gone nuts. We believe he believes himself to be the reincarnation of Amadeus Arkham.
Ah,
Yeah.
so that's why I heard people said he's referring to himself as Amadeus. Great.
Yeah. And Strange. So we came to find out, right? From Batman. We found this out from Batman. Strange was torturing inmates in Arkham. Like, even ended up torturing Joker. Which, you can imagine how Batman reacted to that.
That I can't.
Yeah. Strange convinced Mayor Sharp that it would be a good idea to make Arkham bigger. So they made a fucking city. Because old Gotham isn't worth anything, according to Sharp.
Okay. That puts two more names on the list.
Yeah. Something that I think you and your group should probably investigate. We got reports of Joker's group along with Harley, new person in Joker's gang, trying to get into the old movie theater. The big tower one, the I think people call it the Belfry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that soon, because let's just say that's a place of interest for me as well.
Well, Gordon's daughter's there.
Hence why I said it's a place of interest.
So, we need you to, I would consider it a favor to me if you could deal with that.
Yeah. I was gonna spend tonight dealing with the situation of people moving my wife around, but we got.
Well, here's what I can do for you. I can send some detectives to intercept that, and I could send Liberty. He's
Send Liberty.
Yeah.
Send Liberty, please. If you send some detectives, there's a chance as it goes down the wire, it ends up going to Flass and Bullock.
Yeah. So we'll send. Well, Liberty's also got a friend in the city. I don't know if you've met the Big Red Demon, but
Big Red Demon.
That would be Hellboy.
You talking about the one that's about the one with a big ass revolver and a badge for a government organization that should stay under wraps?
I didn't see the badge. I did see the gun.
Yeah, the gun usually grabs your attention first.
Yeah, what grabbed my attention is that he was shooting at Etrigan.
Again, that doesn't surprise me. He nearly broke through the floor of one of the buildings I lived in until it got blown up.
But yeah, we'll send Liberty and the red one. No, they can intercept your wife.
just make sure that one of them says something along the lines of "a rat sent us."
Yeah.
And
No, Liberty
she'll-
will be able to get that. He's more of the talker.
Excellent. Just got to make sure that gets in there, so that way she knows. Hey, this is partially my doing. That's why she shouldn't try anything violent against you boys.
Well, I mean, I don't think she could beat the red one. He was fighting fucking Etrigan off, so.
That is true. He is. Those two are powerhouses, to say the least.
Yeah, so I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing, but I'll let you go.
You stay safe. And question?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna do a good job with that, Monica.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And Johan will cut the line.
Alrighty. So Johan, you can relay all of this information to the street side supers. As
Makeshift is very happy to hear that the Torch of Liberty is coming.
So, Kami, one of the things you would know is that this is the second Torch of Liberty. He's new.
Oh.
He's, because the first one fought in World War II.
Still good.
Yeah, no, you trained with him.
Okay, excellent.
So this is the new one who you trained with. And now you guys have a base of operations and a vehicle, because they only took one of the fire trucks.
Hell yeah, fire truck.
Kami, you also now know Big Red's in the city.
Shoot him a text.
He texts you back, dealing with something, text you later.
Interesting. Gonna text back. Learned I can make food.
Fantastic. But yeah, so everyone has kind of relayed the information that, one, a Lord of Order is in the city. For those of you who know what that is, you can explain to the rest of the group what the Lords of Order and Chaos are. One of the other major players you know that are now in the city is Hugo Strange, former warden at Arkham Asylum, and that he was torturing inmates there. You now know that Quincy Sharp is here, calling himself the reincarnation of Amadeus Arkham, the founder of Arkham Asylum. You know that Kami, you know that the BPRD are operating in the city for some reason. Information you guys knew from last session was that Dracula is in the fucking city for some reason.
Dracula, you bitch. You owe me money.
Likely that's why the BPRD are in the city, is Dracula.
Because he owes them money.
No, it's because he's a very dangerous and ancient vampire.
What's the
That would
organization?
also make sense.
Say the acronym?
Yeah, and what does it mean?
The Bureau for Paranormal...
Research and Development.
Yeah, Research and Development.
Development?
Defense.
I was gonna say defense.
Research
more
and
similar.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense.
Okay. I spelled bureau very wrong.
Technically, Kami has a BPRD badge.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then, you guys have this place set up as you can set this place up as a base, or you can just give it to Firefly.
Give Firefly a firefighting station.
Well, this was the fire station that Firefly used to work in.
We can share.
Yeah.
Well, Firefly literally was like, yeah, you guys can operate out of this place with me.
We are
Perfect.
taking
Yeah.
up that offer.
Fantastic. There is a small barracks here with beds for everybody. They're small. The rooms are small, but they're rooms, individual rooms. They have a bed, bedside table, and small TVs that are hooked up to local cable. Like the Gotham still has basic cable. So you guys get like 30 channels, but it is what it is.
Right.
There's a
heck
fridge.
yeah, catch me watching Cyber Chase.
Yeah, exactly. There's a fridge. There's like with like a community kitchen area, and there's like a fire pole that'll get you down quickly. And there's just the stairs. And yeah, you are able to close that garage door so that people can't just walk in. And you have a fire truck.
Fuck yeah.
Honk, honk.
Yay.
Congratulations, you have a vehicle, and you have successfully completed the mission without violence. With little violence, but that was
yeah.
controlled violence.
This was union mandated.
Yeah,
violence.
union sanctioned violence. So here's my question: do you want to leave it off here, or would you like to start another investigation, or like discuss what investigation you are going to start next?
I mean, I feel like start. Go ahead.
I think maybe looking into what's going on with Oracle might be a good step because she's just kind of stuck there.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be nice to rescue her, Barbara.
She is in a wheelchair and stuck at the top
Yeah.
of the building.
Yeah.
The two most present are Oracle and Johann's wife.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Torch of Liberty and Hellboy are gonna handle Johann's
Exactly.
wife.
Exactly. So Oracle would be the best option.
Okay. Do you want to start that this evening, though? Is the question. Because that's essentially just going to be a series of skill checks to make your way through the building. Because the goons that are going to be there are like lower than PL1, and you can just take them out without rolls. Like it's mostly just stealth and technology and stuff like that.
Mm.
Well, we've got stealth in spades.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with technology.
So, do you guys want to do that this evening?
I'd be down.
Same, but up to everyone else.
I'm fine with it. If everyone else is cool with it.
I'm gonna be the only one who says no because
Yeah.
I have another early day tomorrow, and I can feel myself going downhill.
Okay.
I also don't mind resting.
Okay. So here's what we'll
I
do.
just
So next
realized
time, save
time.
Oracle.
Yeah.
So here's what we'll do. What you guys will you guys next time will be, we'll be saving Oracle and potentially investigating something else because Oracle's not going to take long. And we'll say you guys spent this evening in particular getting the fire station ready and kind of turning it into a base of operations, and potentially
Hell
painting
yeah.
the fire truck.
Black.
Hell
Black.
yeah.
Bonding activity.
Paint the fire truck. Yeah, fantastic. So we're going to end it off there. Thank you, everybody on stream for watching. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get more uploads like mine. And fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.